Hey everybody, this is week 2 of my mental health moment, and today's topic is perspective. So, perspective is very critical to mental health because it has to do with not only your thoughts, but how you interpret situations. So, my challenge to you, my invitation to you is to think very reflectively about how you look at situations, even some of the assumptions that we make related to accepting help. This notion that being strong equates to handling everything on your own, even gender related expectations that we have, behavioral expectations or thoughts that we have. What do we think when we see someone cry? When we hear someone yelling, when we experience a disagreement, and even before that, feel comfortable. Does somebody feel comfortable kind of going against the grain because of expectations about what that might involve? And so, a couple of biblical references for believers out there. One of my favorites, and it's a little bit of a twist on what we normally focus on. I really like, as the old church people say, the B clause of Proverbs 3 and 5, which speaks to leaning not on our own understanding. And coupled with that, there's another one, Romans 12 and 2, and we frequently quote that. But when you think about the encouragement to be transformed by the renewing of our mind, I think sometimes the Lord know that we're not going to think straight. And so you really need to be prayerful about discernment. And that is so important, not only when you're contemplating how you're going to respond to a situation, how you view a situation, and how you handle a situation. The Bible talks in Colossians about setting our mind on things that are above. And so, yes, we are human. And so we get caught up in fear, doubt, anxiety, frustration, fatigue, and that is all natural. But at the same time, when we have those moments of meditation, can we take some perspective? And sometimes we have to have perspective on ourselves. Do we need to be more gracious with ourselves, more patient with ourselves? And sometimes that extends to other loved ones and people in our lives. And sometimes it can be our family members, it can be our supervisors, our coworkers, our neighbors. So giving people that benefit of the doubt that yes, we are all human, and our perspective may not always be on tap, but we need to kind of pause and think about the risk of personally not pausing long enough to have that perspective. So, my invitation, my hope for you this week is that you will reflect upon the impact of your perspective on your mental health, your perspective of yourself, your perspective of your family and your loved ones, your perspective of on life situations. And so, definitely hope that this speaks to you. And thank you for tuning in to my mental health moment week 2.